Hey, what's up? I'm Russ. This is Dapper Dividends. 13Fs. I have a quick few thoughts to share with you on 13Fs, what I like to do and how I like to use them. If you don't know, all that a 13F is it's a quarterly report that funds that have over $100 million in assets have to disclose with the SEC. We get to see what they are buying or what they have bought, because if you don't know, they do have to file that within 45 days from the end of a quarter. So the information could be a little bit stale. So first and foremost, I like to use it as a screening tool, something to give me ideas to see what the fund managers are thinking and what they have been buying. The second thing that you have to be aware of is if you're going to try and clone a Berkshire portfolio or a Bridgewater portfolio, is that you can clone and copy the portfolio, but it's going to be really hard to copy the conviction that comes with the due diligence from investigating the companies that they are buying. Case in point, how I just did this with Clorox, which you can see right here. I did due diligence on Clorox. I initiated a position, and I know I'm going to be able to stick with them when the times get tough, if the market crashes, if there's some headwinds that hit the company. As long as the core of the company is not faltering, what I've determined to be the core from my own research, I have a deep conviction with Clorox. Thirdly, you have to be careful what managers you're choosing to follow, because some managers, kind of like Bridgewater with Dalio, they will blow in and out of positions pretty quickly. And again, this is just a snapshot of what they were holding at the end of the quarter, kind of like a snapshot of the chaos that's going on. So just take it with a grain of salt and know that you may be getting stale information by the time they file that with the SEC. They could be completely blown out of those positions. And on top of that, it would behoove you to follow those fund managers that have a longer term bent, a longer term horizon on them. Kind of obviously like your Buffetts and your Manish Pabrais. Those are two fund managers that it would really make sense to try and look at what they're buying and buying for the long term. And then if those stocks do pull back, that is probably a good entry point for you to jump into as well. Fourth, don't buy their biggest holding. This is one thing that I hat tip to Meb Faber for, is that when they have a very large holding, chances are that that's really run up a lot, and they could be scaling back out of that. They could be reducing their position size, locking in profits. So what you might want to do instead is look at the smaller holdings, look at the smaller positions, look for the oddities, look for those companies that don't really seem to fit, because those are companies that they could have a lot of conviction in. Those could bring them a lot of juice when they do run up. And speaking of that, one of the problems with a Berkshire is that Warren Buffett, he's getting up there in age, and he does have a lot of lieutenants that are making decisions for him, and they don't disclose if that was Warren that bought that or not. One thing that comes to my mind is Barrick Gold. Back in June of Back in 2020, it was really big headlines because Buffett has notoriously detested and talked down about gold. So when Berkshire took a position in Barrick Gold, ticker GOLD, it was really big news. And with the last 13F filing, they have completely exited the position. So that may not have been Warren Buffett at all. So there's a few quick thoughts on 13Fs, how I like to use them. Check out this video I did about what Berkshire and Bridgewater had bought and done in their last 13Fs. I'll leave you with a quote from Manish Pabrai, who said, "The objective is not to find stock ideas. The objective is to reject stock ideas as quickly as possible." Follow me on Twitter at RustyRam78. Always check me out on Instagram at Dividends. And if I've helped you at any point in this video, please give me a like and leave a comment in the comments below, because you know where the comments go. I really do truly mean that. Expertise comes from you out there in the community. I don't know everything. I'm not perfect. And I learn a lot from the comment section. So please engage. We would like to hear from you, and I will talk to you in the next video.